Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another Minnesota Twins discussion video. This isn't really more of a Minnesota Twins discussion video. It's more about the MLB because it's October. It's playoff baseball season. And of course, you saw by the title, that's why I kind of said it was a Minnesota Twins discussion video. This is my 2019 postseason bracket for the MLB playoffs. And as the title said, the Twins are going to win the World Series in 2019. You heard it here first. Well, I've said it all season, but we're going to talk about it. So I'm going to go through my bracket that I filled out on MLB.com, and we're going to go through game by game. I'll give you some tips or information of why I think things are going to happen. So let's just go through it. We're going to start with the AL wild card, and I'm going with the A's. Now, A's and Rays, two low-budget teams. Very good matchup. I really think this is going to be a great matchup. The only reason I'm going to pick the A's is because they're at home. Now, I think they're getting hot at the right time, which will lead into some other things. I think that could be really good in the next round particularly, but I think the A's being the home team in this wild card, just they basically take it. They blow out the Rays. Maybe not in the score, but just I think they have such an advantage because they are so hot right now. One of the best teams in baseball hitting wise. They've got such good defensive players as well. Pitching is all right. I mean, it's kind of like the Twins. It doesn't blow you away in any way, but it's come together. And I think good hitting in this case at home beats good pitching and Charlie Morton in the wild card game. That's why I'm picking the A's. Over on the other side of things, I think this one's pretty easy. It's the Nationals. It's the Brewers. That game is going on now as I'm recording this video or just about to start. I'm going with the Nationals. It's pretty simple. In my opinion, the Nationals are the best team in baseball since May 24th, tied with the Dodgers, at least on the National League side of things. They're playing at home. They've got some incredible hitters. I mean, you just look at, Soto and Rendon and Turner, and then their pitching is just incredible, right? I highly doubt they even use a reliever tonight because they got to win the game to get to the AL or the NLDS, and they've got Strasburg, Scherzer, and Corbin, right? So I highly doubt that even a reliever is going to pitch in that game. Maybe Doolittle, but it's going to be the Nationals. So let's go on to the ALDS. We're going to start with the Twins game because this is what I'm excited about. I think this is going to be the best game. This is going to be the best series besides the World Series of this entire playoffs. That might be a little biased, but if you look at these two teams, they're playing in New York first, then they go to the Twins, then they go back to New York for Game 5 because I think there will be a Game 5. But my prediction is the Twins win. Of course, I already said the Twins are going to win the World Series. I'm saying the Twins win in 5, but they have to take one of two on the road. They're the best road team in the major leagues this season. If they could take one of two at home, one of two on the road, I think they win Game 5 in New York. That'll be really tough, though. But, it's the best two home-running hitting teams in all of baseball. Going to a minor league ballpark, basically, a little league ballpark. I mean, this should be a lot of fun. We've already seen so much excitement from these two teams when they went to Minnesota earlier this year, even when they went and played in New York. It's going to be a really good series. And the reason I'm not doing a preview of this game yet is because there's not a lot of information on the Twins. They're hiding a lot of information, keeping it very secret, making sure their players can get healthy. I mean, Baldelli knows who the starting pitcher is for Game 1. He hasn't released yet. It's going to be Barrios. But you know what I'm saying? So we'll have to wait on the preview. I'll probably could do that tomorrow or Thursday when more information comes out. I just think the Twins have a better edge. Pitching-wise, their bullpen is so good. It has gotten better in the second half of the season. The Yankees, they've been injured a little bit more towards the end of the season. I mean, they've been injured all season. The Twins have been injured too, but they're starting to come back. The Yankees, they're just starting to come back as well. But I think if you look at the two lineups, very even pitching-wise. The Yankees have had just a couple more problems than the Twins, and our bullpen is just a little bit better. It's going to be a lot of fun, though. So I said the A's beat the Rays. They'll play the Astros. I'm saying the A's are going to beat the Astros. And I know you guys can fight about this all you want with me down in the comments. I think this is basically how the Twins win the World Series if the A's beat the Astros. Now, I know the Astros are probably a way better team, okay? They've got great pitching. Verlander, Greinke, and Garrett Cole. I mean, all three of those guys are incredible. But if you look at the season series versus these two teams, I mean, they're in the same division. They've played a lot. The last time these two teams played was middle of September. So, I mean, you've still got guys, nobody had clinched yet, right? You've still got guys playing their butts off. Bailey beat Verlander, okay? Greinke beat Fires, sorry, whatever. Garrett Cole didn't pitch. That could be the difference in this series. Now, it's the best of 5, right? The best of 5 in the ALDS. Let's just say Fires gets 1 win over whoever, and Verlander gets 1 win. Then you've got Greinke and Cole. Maybe one has a good game, maybe one has a bad game, and they go to a Game 5. Now, again, Game 5 is probably going to require everybody, and they could throw Verlander out there again. It could blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? But all it takes is 1 win, 1 loss, and that's exactly what Oakland is capable of doing. They've got a really solid team. Of course, the Astros do too. I just think if the A's can take, 2 games, because they'll get to go home if they win. Even if the Rays win, I'll put that out there. I think that it's capable. Like, if Charlie Morton pitches really good, I know they've got a couple of other good pitchers. The point is, I think either team could give Houston a run for their money, but it's going to be tough. And the only way I see the Twins winning the World Series is if this team or the Rays beat the Astros. And I think it's possible, especially if the A's do it and they can do what they did at the beginning of September. I think it's possible, but I do think that's the only way the Twins actually have a legitimate chance. But I'm going to say it's possible, and that's how I'm going to say my bracket goes. Over to the NL side of things, I don't know a lot about the NL. I'll be honest. I don't really care a lot about the NL. The Dodgers and the Nationals, that's going to be an incredible series as well. The 2 hottest teams in the NL since May 24th. I'm going to give it to the Dodgers. Dodgers are just so good. I mean, it's basically Dodgers-Astros, right, that are at the top of the 2 divisions. It's going to be tough to beat the Dodgers and the Astros, but I think the Nationals, if they use their pitching wisely, I think they're in a better spot, even if they have to use, a lot of it today. Maybe they don't have to. Maybe Scherzer just goes the full 9. I think that could really set them up well against the Dodgers, but the Dodgers are just so good. If they can control Bellinger, that might be a big thing to help them move forward. And Turner, of course, but that's going to be a really toss-up game series. I think that'll be a lot of fun as well. I'm going to give it to the Dodgers, though, just because I think they'll be in a little bit better situation pitching-wise out of the wild card than the Nationals will be. But if the Nationals can really, settle it down in this game, in the wild card game, I think they could give them a chance. But I'm going to go with the Dodgers. On the other side of things, on the NLDS, Braves and Cardinals, I honestly don't care about this matchup at all. I think the Braves are a much better team than the Cardinals. However, you can't ever doubt the Cardinals in the playoffs. I'm going to give it to the Braves. The Braves just have so much power, so much, better. They're a more complete team, in my opinion, than the Cardinals are, and they've got a couple of really good pitchers. I know the Cardinals have a really good pitcher too, but I think it's going to be the Braves. I think hitting just overpowers the Cardinals in this game, or in this series. I'll give it to the Braves. Let's go to the Twins versus the A's. That's right, Twins versus A's. I said that because the A's are going to end up beating Houston. I got to give it to the Twins here. Twins are going to be in a much better situation against the A's, having the A's go through everybody, playing the Astros, and the Twins are just going to light up the Yankees like we already said. So I think that the Twins by this point will be in a much better situation. They've also played less games. I'm guaranteeing you if the A's win, they win in 5. Twins, they'll probably win in 5 as well if they win. So it'll be pretty evenly matched that way, but then the A's will have that one more day of pitching that they had to do in the wild card game. And I think the Twins are probably just a little bit better than the A's. I give it to the Twins. That's, of course, why I said that in the title. But it does give you guys a chance, or give them a chance to beat a worser team than the Astros. Because if the Astros win, I think they could probably run over the Twins. But hey, we beat them. The Twins beat them at the beginning of the year. 4-3 in their series. So I'm not sure. Could be a really tough ALCS. But if the A's play the Twins, we're getting the Twins to the World Series. On the other side of things, Braves and Dodgers. I said Braves. Now, this is more of just I want to see an upset. I really want to see a rematch of the 1991 World Series because that's, of course, one of the best World Series ever. I gave it to the Braves over the Dodgers. Dodgers just kind of choke in the playoffs a lot, but I wouldn't be surprised if they end up beating the A's, or the Braves, sorry, and then they get to the World Series just to lose to the Twins again. So, I think that would be a lot of fun, to see that series as well. Of course, that'll be best of 7. And again, the Twins, I think, are just better in the long haul over 7 games than the A's would be. And same with the Braves. I think they're hitting. If they can, I mean, it's the same. It goes either way. But if the Braves can out-hit the Dodgers, I think pitching-wise, they're very similar. If they can control Bellinger, I think they'll be okay. Same thing with the Dodgers. If they can control Acuna, if they can control Donaldson, they're pitching-wise, they're pretty much the same. I'm just going to give it to the Braves because, hey, why not? And then Twins versus Braves World Series. It's going to be the Twins. It's just, I don't think the Twins lose again to the Braves, especially in the World Series. If they made it that far, I think they're going to win it. I just don't see how the Twins don't win the World Series if they have to face the Braves. Again, rematch of 1991. Twins won it then. I think they could beat the Braves again. There's not a lot to go off of, and I can do more of a preview when these two teams face each other in the World Series, but right now, it's just purely speculation because, well, it could be pretty much anybody going up against the Twins at this point. But from what I've seen, you know, the Twins, they're on a hot streak right now. They're one of the hottest teams in baseball. If they've made it this far, their bullpen is held up. More than likely, it would keep holding up then and continue to do what they've done in the second half. I don't see them losing to the Braves again. Because they won 1 of 3 games back at home earlier this season. I don't see them losing again, especially in playoff baseball. Everybody's gotten their games underway now. I just don't see the Twins losing. I just don't. I know that's probably not the best scientific answer, but I'm going to go with it for now. And then once these games get closer, we'll do more series preview stuff that has more information on it. So that's what I got for you guys today. The Twins win the 2019 World Series. Of course they do. Let's go enjoy some playoff baseball, though. This is going to be a fun series to watch. All of the games should be really good. So this is going to be a fun time. October baseball, the best time of the year. Let's see the Twins march all the way to the World Series and get their 4th World Series title. 3rd is the Twins, of course. So let's see it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know your AL, NL, all your bracket information, all that stuff down in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll see you next time. Bye.